What's up? Y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm going to say. You know the question I'm going to ask. But first, it's 2026. It's day 27. 338 days to go. What have you done today? What have you done today? What have you done earlier this week? Earlier this month? Earlier since the first. We've been in this joint 27 days, man. Y'all read y'all New Year's resolutions. What have y'all done? What have y'all done? I hope y'all being prosperous. I hope y'all are being the opposite of procrastination. You know what I'm saying? It take a minute to get up and get yourself together, but we literally cannot waste time. We can't afford to waste time because, like I always say this just like every other day. We can't get that time back. So, make a plan. Make a plan. Start with the top 10. Break it down to 5. Break it down to 3. But keep those 10 in sight so you can start working on them and moving forward with your life and doing something better for you and your family and whoever else is involved. Don't slack. Don't do any of that. Some people, the plan is not going to move how we think it should move. We might be trying to help somebody who's procrastinating or who's, we think, moving a little slow. But, when they getting off their behind and moving, they're going to move at their own pace. If you watch them close, you'll see that they're probably moving steady. If they're willing to share with you, their progress and stuff, you might see that they're moving steady. You know what I'm saying? They might be moving, like I said, moving at their own pace. And we can't hold them for that because, we got our own business to take care of. Sometimes we allow ourselves to be distracted with something somebody else got going on because what we got going on is so troublesome that we can't really focus on it. So we're like, I'm going to go help so-and-so with their stuff, or I'm going to go do this. And we think that's progress, but it's not really progress. We're just, it's another form of procrastination. Oh, man, I helped so-and-so paint their whole house the other day. But did you get your stuff done? Did you sweep around your own backyard? Did you take care of your own stuff? Like, I had a dude, I tinker with cars a little bit. I could do a little maintenance and stuff. So the guy down the street asked me, he said, hey, man, I think I'm going to need the alternator or something done to the car. And I said, okay. I usually get in a habit of telling people I'm going to do something, right? And then I never get around to doing it, which in a weird kind of way is not a bad thing because I got my own stuff to do. But what I learned from the past when I was doing my little when I had my art studio, when I stopped what I was doing to help somebody else and I put money into their thing, I told myself I would never do that again because it's not making any type of progress for me. It's not doing me any good to help this guy. I wouldn't care if he was a millionaire and he had all the connections in the world. If he wasn't giving me anything that I could use to build myself up, it was a waste of time. So this particular thing, this guy was like, hey, man, can you fix my car or whatever? I said, I don't know when I'll be able to get to it. I said, bro, if you get the parts and everything, we'll see what we could do. I said, but I probably wouldn't charge you much because it's right down top of the engine. It's just take it out, boom, 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 put the stuff back together. It's a serpentine belt. It's not that bad because he had a big truck and I wouldn't have to squeeze in or take anything out. No matter how easy the job was to do for somebody else and I wasn't really going to make no money off of it, I still had my own thing to do. If I'm taking time out to help somebody else with what they got going on, then I'm shorting myself when I got stuff that's at the house is backed up. When I had to, put brakes on a vehicle, or I got a car that's sitting that somebody has to use that needs to be worked on, a little minor work to get it going. And if you doing stuff like that, man, that's a form of procrastination because you're the time that it took you to work on somebody else's car. And what if you end up in a situation where something go wrong? If you're gonna keep it real, you liable for that work. You liable to finish that work. Because a lot of people, no, I don't care if you're not getting paid or not. You liable for that work. Go finish it and make good. So don't put other people's needs above yours when you're trying to get yourself together and get out of this little rut that you're in. You're not gonna make any type of ground like that. You're gonna lose every time. You're gonna lose every time because for me, psychologically, when I used to do that, I was like, okay, I'm doing something today. No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything. So it got to a point where I was like, bro, I don't even know one be to get to that car because I still got a car I got to work on. I say, I'm not going to come work on your car and not fix my own stuff. And he was like, yeah, I appreciate that. So I would send him to mechanics that I knew could do the work, but they was going to charge him. See, I wasn't going to charge him nothing because he was buying all his own parts and it was an easy gig. I just don't have, sometimes it's just not in me to do those things, man. I mean, for real. I would hook people up. It didn't happen too often, but I would do stuff people not charge them, because it's obvious that they couldn't do it themselves or they was trying to save $1. Excuse me. And so many people help me out like that, man. It feels weird to kind of charge them for it. But if if I created an art piece, I'm not going to give it to you for free. At best, back then, I would give it to you for what it cost me to put into it. And then I would pay myself an hourly rate based on what I'm already getting paid on my job. And then, boom, I started calculating stuff. And folks was like, man, that's expensive. I say, yeah, it is. It's probably, if it's more than what you're willing to pay, then you might want to go somewhere else. I put me into that. So I need you to give me what I put into that. But yeah, man, don't put other people's needs above yours and your family. It depends on what it is. If somebody got to go to the hospital and you working on a car, be like, yo, that's why it's good to have multiple cars. But if you working on something and somebody need to go to the hospital or something, yeah, go ahead and take them to the hospital, man. Somebody need a couple dollars, pay the copay or whatever. Yeah, do that if you feel like you don't need to. But I would say situations like that will probably be the only time where I would say, yeah, you actually put somebody before you. That's an emergency. People, those type of things happen. But on your journey and getting yourself together, do not be sidetracked by what other people are asking you to do, and then forget about your own plan. Don't forget about your plan. Put you and your family first and your plans first, because you'll find yourself, man, I helped so-and-so, I helped them, I did that, and then you ain't made no progress doing your own stuff. So yeah, don't get caught up in those type of things. All right. Well, that's all I got for you right now. Remember, today is day 27. There's 338 days left to go. What are you gonna do, man? Don't waste time, because we ain't got time to waste. You feel me? Peace.